Well, I think that the thing that makes my book different than any other than the fact that this is an extremely smart, brilliant, interesting woman, and the fact that it is absolutely filled with adventure, are the sources. I mean, it's a very personal book because 90% of the material, and I feel I can say this absolutely, is new. And the 10% that I got from historians that are American, English, and Cuban, and that have been published are excellent pieces of material. But I think most of it's oral history. So I was able to talk to, say, the retired commandantes, especially Escalona and Ochoa, who were with Celia and with Fidel in column 1. And they remember when she came into the column, they knew what she did, they remember taking orders from her. So anyway, I was able to talk to them. They can say anything they want. They were there at the beginning. They're retired from the army. They've been writing their own books. They've been doing research. So it was very comfortable to exchange information or ask them questions. And they say, well, I've been thinking about this, and so on. So it was very informative, and it was very easy. Then I also was able to talk to her cook, her hairdresser, her interior decorator. Though some of those places are absolutely off limits. Once where she lived in Havana is really the headquarters for the special forces, and I would apply many times to be able to go there, but it was always we'll see, but it never really happened. So I talked to, you get a lot of information from interior decorators and members of the family, remembering, well, this is where she always sat. And then people would say, since you're so interested, I found this snapshot, and so on. So I had to build from those sources. And then I discovered these children that Celia and Fidel raised after in Havana. Part of the revolutionary promise was to one of Fidel's soldiers who died in battle, who said, take care of my child. And so Fidel just made good on it. And then I feel that he realized that this one little girl in the house of all these big, high-powered adults needed some friends, and so they brought in other children. And so then finding those children, talking to them, was just an amazing thing. And so that's really, I think, nobody can get that in any other book, period. And therefore I've added, a big contribution to the history. And they did let me look at the archives. The archives were a big thing. They were already being very nice to me at the archives and giving me telephone numbers of the commandantes, or allowing me them to come and interview in that space, and that had a degree of comfort zone for them to do that. And I would, year after year, trip after trip, send letters saying, please, let me look at the documents. And then I would pressure anybody who knew Fidel, like some of the old commandantes. I said, would you ask him? Bruno Rodriguez was here as the head of the UN, and the ambassador to the UN. And I got to know him and his wife, Olga, and then I would say, because he would fly in and meet Fidel and different things, I said, would you just ask him, please? So I worked it, being able to, but it finally happened. He relented.